Hi there, it's Jimmy Rodley at Absolute Diamond Blades. We're just showing off our 450 Planetary single phase machine today. We're just out here at Planetary in pretty much a standard double car garage. This is a 37 MPa floor. We've given it the old Smith hammer test. There we go, about 37 MPa. We've had this particular machine doing first cuts today. We turned it off for a little bit just to go around and get all these edges cut, brought these up to 50 resin. A little bit more on this machine. Single phase, actually quite grunty. We cut a floor 2 weeks ago with this, 170 squares at around 45 MPa. 3 days, about 2.5 to 3 days to bring it up to 200 grit resin. So I'll show you a few more features of it. Dust shroud off for you. So basically, even the actual shroud around the gearbox is solid steel, no plastic to break, no thin steel to buckle. The actual drive itself is gear driven. There's no belts in this drive. It's all gear driven. It's a good solid heads, flexible heads on here. And the gearbox actually comes with a 5-year warranty as well. Very solid machine. Good solid steel frame. The lights come standard. It's a small light underneath there. There's a couple of lights up top you'll see shortly. This shroud is quite a tall shroud, as you can see. It's basically just a floating shroud, so we'll show you that. Well balanced machine, it gets good down. The shroud is nice and easy to get around the back, very simple. Just round like that, that's it, just floats up and down there. So it's a 3 kilowatt machine. It's got weights on the front. We've got the weights down at the moment. To move the weights, just lift them up there, out of the slot, and they just fold back there. Standard with the water tank. And we'll just go in a little bit closer here to the controls. Adjustable handle. Basically, full variable speed. Forward and reverse, lights on, lights off, emergency stop, and very handy, as we all know, the old cell phone charger there. So this particular machine today, we're actually only running it off our 12S single motor vacuum, which is a 1.7 kilowatt single phase. A little bit underpowered for this job, but this is just one we have in the shop. I've been running this for a few hours today already, and no problem at all. So we'll just crank it up and show you the operation of the machine here. So we're going to be using our DecoCrete range of products on this job. We've got our pin fix here, which we'll be using to fill in our holes on our 60-80 cut and our 120 cut today. We'll be hardening it with a DecoCrete hardener as well, which is a potassium lithium blend. And finally, we'll be finishing it off with our DecoCrete sealer. Now, cutting wise on this floor today, just to give you an idea what we're up to with this little 450. We're first cutting with our double segment soft bond diamonds, and basically first cut with those. We're doing our second first cut, more of a clean up cut really, just to get rid of the ridge marks with these 25 grit hurricane dots. Now these are actually still quite an aggressive diamond, but they have a big footing and they're very good for cross cutting and getting the floor flat. From there we'll be moving on to our medium bond 6060s using pin fix. From there onto our triple segment 120s using pin fixes also. We will then harden the floor with the DecoCrete after this, preferably leave it overnight, and then start our resins the next day. As our transition cut, we'll be using these sponge pads, which are actually a ceramic. The reason being sponge is they've got a lot of sponge in them. They're a little bit flexy, they've got a lot of dots. These particular pads have actually already done 170 square meters. They're basically new, they're still sitting above the plastic there. These are actually designed to wear all the way down as well, so you get plenty of life out of them. And they've got a good bit of flex to get into the hollows, and they run very, very smooth on the machines. And from there we'll be using our 200 sponge pad and then 400 speed pads afterwards to finish off. We just ran our board yesterday. We're at 4 with first cuts, second cuts of 6080, and as you can see at the moment, we're just moving on to our 120 cuts with our DecoCrete pin fix here. You can see I've cleaned the floor after our 60 cuts, given it a good wet down to get rid of all the dust, and basically just using a sprayer here. Just lay down just a little bit of pin fix, don't need a whole lot, just enough like that, generally about what we put down. And running the machine here, a single page Planetary on about speed 4, about halfway on the head speed, and we'll just crank it up now and show you before. We've hardened the floor, we did it at the hardener sit overnight. So right now we're onto a 100 grit ceramic sponge pad, which just give you a quick look under the machine here. These pads run very, very soft, but they're actually a ceramic and they've got a little bit of sponge in them there, and they run very, very smooth over the surface. So we'll just crank it up. Show you how it goes. Just out, super easy to put on. Loading trail. There we go.
our fencing filler.